Hi Sunday School kids, it's Teacher Stephen here with another lesson review. And in this week, I have another box. But it's not any ordinary box, it's a special one, and I'll tell you why. It's because earlier this week was my birthday, and for my birthday I got this box as a gift. Now there's nothing special about the box, what's special is inside it. Can you guys guess what's inside? You might be able to tell from looking at the front. Well, I already opened it, so I know, but I'll go ahead and show you. I got a new pair of shoes. And I was really excited. I was really happy to get these shoes because I've been wanting them for a long time. Can you remember a time where you got a gift and it made you really happy? What were some of those gifts? Were they toys? Was it maybe a new book? And when did you get those gifts? Was it for your birthday? Or maybe for Christmas? Well, gifts are always something that we can expect during certain times of the year, right? Like our birthday or Christmas. And there's something about gifts that make us happy, right? What are some of those things? Maybe you know that you'll have a lot of fun with the toy that you'll get, right? It makes you excited. Maybe it makes you happy because you get to share it with others. And those gifts are something that you can be thankful for to mommy and daddy, or maybe your friends, right? So make sure you take some time to thank your mommy and daddy, or your siblings, or your friends for those gifts. And I bring all this up because this past week we learned about how God gave a gift to David. Do you remember what that gift was? God gave a gift to David by giving him a promise. And if you remember, a promise is something that God does that he says he will do. Some of the promises that God gave to David were promising that David's kingdom would last forever, that God promised that he would allow David to build a temple, God promised to give him a big house. And promises are the best gifts that we could ever receive, right? That when God made a promise with David, he also makes a promise to us. If you remember in the book of Genesis, God from the beginning of time, he promised that he would give us a savior through Jesus Christ, that David's kingdom will last forever because Christ is the eternal king of that kingdom, that he is the coming Messiah that was born through David. And God's promises, right, it can make us happy, it can make us excited, right, because his promise will always last forever. God's promise is also like this piece of cord that I have here, or you could maybe think of a rope, right? If you try to break it, nothing happens, right? Well, God's promises are also unbreakable. There's nothing that could change them. God never goes back on his word. God is faithful, right, to always keep his promises. That's something that we sing about. Now, what is faithfulness? Do you guys know what that means? Well, it means that God keeps his word, that he's good to us, that he's loyal to us, that he's committed to us, and he loves us. So we can always be happy and be reminded that God's greatest gifts are from his promises, and that we can always find our assurance, our happiness in him, because God is always good and faithful to us. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.